In this video, we'll talk about what is decentralized system. It could be decentralized database or decentralized files. So in the short video, I talked about decentralized system with the image example, but here I'm going to talk about in detail what exactly a decentralized database and how they're being used. Before we jump into the topic, I just want to make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel, do click on subscribe so that you can learn more about technology and the blockchain. So in this video again, we're going to learn about the 5 components. The first is what, why, who needs it, what are the advantages, and what are the disadvantages of decentralized systems. What is decentralized system? A decentralized system is where the data is not just sitting in a one location. The data can be sitting in a multiple location, multiple servers, and each server can have its own processing power. It can do its own operations. Why we need these decentralized system is, I'm going to give you the example. Let's say I'm going to take up Amazon. Amazon has the warehouses or maybe the application across the world. If I say I'm going to use Amazon US website for my Indian needs, the entire product data, the entire user data, the taxations, the shipping information, the logistics, everything is different compared to what you see in the US. So if you use the same database for the US, India, Australia, UK, your database is going to be complex. You know, you have a lot of tables, you're doing a lot of operations, your program is going to be complex. It has to do a lot of calculations, a lot of permutation combination based on the region. So why to do that? Instead, you maintain a server, you maintain a database for each region. So that's exactly Amazon is doing now. They have a database for each country or maybe each region. So that is a simple example I could give about a decentralized system where each server, each node, each database has its own operations. It could be a copy, but at the same time, here in case of decentralized, as I said, each server has its own power, its own decision making to work on that particular data. The other example is, take an example of central government and the state government. A typical central government is like a centralized, it's giving its own policies for the entire nation. But when it comes to state, each state has its own policy, its own rules and regulations. So that's how you can imagine what is the difference between a central and the decentralized. When I say decentralized, each sub node, each node, each server has its own decision making power. But it's still at the same time, it can be controlled by a single authority. In case of a decentralized, like Amazon is controlling their servers. But in a true decentralized, like in case of blockchain, each node can be controlled by different parties. I'll talk about the a distributed network, a distributed system in a different video. But in case of decentralized, as I said, the data can be same or cannot be. The data can be or could be different, completely different, depending on that particular server, depending on the server's configuration and how it's going to serve its own customers. Why we talked about why we need it, what is decentralized we already know, and let's talk about who needs decentralized servers. Who needs decentralized system? E-commerce, if they are doing a global business, hospitality industry, travel, like Uber is having its own databases depending on the country. Aviation, probably it could have a decentralized, maybe US Airways could have its own operations in Europe or maybe in the North America, so they can have their own databases in the specific region. So these are the people who might be needing decentralized application. Coming to the advantages of a decentralized application, the first advantage is your data, as the name itself conveys, you are decentralizing the dependency on the data. You are maintaining a different sets of data based on the location, based on the users, based on the functionality could be. So that is going to be huge advantages instead of combining everything together, maintaining into one single database. The second advantage is that the maintenance, because it's now maintained in a different location. Let's say you want to do some maintenance applications or maintenance run, especially in the Europe, you can just do that specific region update or maintenance. You don't impact the other regions. And the next advantage is that it's going to improve the customer experience, because your data is almost in your local because your data is in the local within the vicinity of your region. You're going to have a faster access to the data compared to having one central server somewhere in Middle East or maybe somewhere in Europe. So those are the advantages of the decentralized system. And what are the disadvantages of a decentralized system? As of my knowledge, there are not many decentralized application disadvantages. Maybe it could be higher maintenance, but again, I see that advantages. So not many disadvantages with the decentralized systems. So that's it on this topic. We'll talk about what is decentralized and who, why, advantages and disadvantages. And I'll talk about the distributed system in the next video, so make sure you watch that to understand the three different terminologies: centralized, decentralized, and distributed. And if you have any questions on this particular topic, make sure to put that in the comment section below so that I can answer to you as soon as I can. And if you're not subscribed, do make sure to subscribe my channel so that you can learn most useful information about technology and the blockchain. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.